Title: Masterclass, Mastering the Price-to-Earnings, P/E, Ratio. Welcome to the comprehensive in-depth masterclass on the price-to-earnings, P/E, ratio. In this course, we will delve into the intricacies of the P/E ratio, a fundamental tool used by investors to evaluate the valuation and potential of a company's stock. Whether you are a beginner or an experienced investor, this masterclass will equip you with the knowledge and skills to effectively analyze and interpret the P/E ratio. Let's embark on this journey of P/E ratio mastery together. Module 1, Introduction to the P/E ratio. Understand the concept of the price-to-earnings, P/E ratio and its significance in stock valuation. Learn how the P/E ratio is calculated and its interpretation in relation to a company's earnings. Explore the uses and limitations of the P/E ratio as a valuation metric. Module 2, Different types of P/E ratios. Explore different variations of the P/E ratio, such as the trailing P/E ratio and the forward P/E ratio. Understand the differences between these variations and their respective applications. Learn how to calculate and interpret each type of P/E ratio. Module 3, P/E ratio. Benchmarks and comparisons. Learn how to use industry benchmarks and sector-specific P/E ratios to evaluate a company's valuation. Understand the concept of relative valuation and how it can be applied using the P/E ratio. Explore techniques for comparing a company's P/E ratio to its competitors and the broader market. Module 4, Interpreting high and low P/E ratios. Understand the implications of a high P/E ratio, including growth expectations and market sentiment. Explore the factors that may contribute to a high P/E ratio and the associated risks. Learn how to interpret low P/E ratios and identify potential value opportunities. Module 5, Factors influencing the P/E ratio. Identify the key factors that influence a company's P/E ratio. Explore the impact of earnings growth, market conditions, and industry dynamics on the P/E ratio. Understand how changes in these factors can affect the valuation and perception of a company. Module 6, P/E ratio and earnings quality. Learn how to assess the quality and sustainability of a company's earnings in relation to its P/E ratio. Explore the impact of accounting practices, non-recurring items, and one-time events on the P/E ratio. Understand the importance of conducting fundamental analysis to evaluate the accuracy of reported earnings. Module 7, P/E ratio and market cycles. Understand how the P/E ratio can be used to identify market cycles and investment opportunities. Explore the relationship between the P/E ratio and market sentiment. Learn how to adjust your investment strategy based on the P/E ratio during different market phases. Module 8, P/E ratio and growth stocks. Understand the unique considerations when analyzing the P/E ratio of growth stocks. Explore the concept of the P/E to growth, PEG, ratio and its application in evaluating high-growth companies. Learn how to balance growth expectations and valuation metrics when investing in growth stocks. Module 9, P/E ratio and dividend stocks. Understand the implications of the P/E ratio for dividend-paying stocks. Learn how to analyze the P/E ratio in conjunction with dividend yield and payout ratios. Explore the relationship between the P/E ratio and dividend sustainability. Module 10, P/E ratio and cyclical stocks. Explore the considerations when analyzing the P/E ratio of cyclical stocks. Understand the impact of economic cycles and industry dynamics on the P/E ratio of cyclical companies. Learn how to interpret the P/E ratio in the context of cyclical industries. Module 11, P/E ratio and value investing. Understand the role of the P/E ratio in value investing strategies. Learn how to identify undervalued stocks using the P/E ratio. Explore techniques for constructing a value-focused portfolio using the P/E ratio as a primary metric. Module 12, P/E ratio pitfalls and risks. Identify common pitfalls and risks associated with relying solely on the P/E ratio for investment decisions. Understand the limitations of the P/E ratio and the importance of using it in conjunction with other valuation metrics. Learn how to mitigate risks and enhance decision-making by incorporating a holistic approach to analysis. Congratulations on completing this comprehensive in-depth masterclass on the price-to-earnings, P/E ratio. By mastering the concepts, strategies, and techniques covered in this course, you are now equipped to make informed investment decisions based on a deep understanding of the P/E ratio. Remember to continuously refine your skills, stay updated with market trends, and consider the broader investment landscape when analyzing the P/E ratio. Best of luck on your journey to becoming a savvy investor.